Hello students, I am sure you all are absolutely fit and fine and very much excited about this new methodology of teaching. Myself, Mrs. Sagarika Chaudhary, and I am going to take your mathematics classes. So students, welcome to my virtual classroom. Dear children, you all have already completed your arithmetic portion. So today let us start with a very interesting topic. Now, dear students, how do you all express yourself? There are various ways of expression. What are they? We can express through facial expressions, gestures, body language, through words, sentences. But if I ask you that you express in mathematical language, then you need symbols. Like, as it is a mathematical statement, surely you must need what? Numbers. Now these numbers, they are constants. Why are they called constants? Because their values are fixed. So what you need? You need constants 1, 2, 3, 4, and you need to join these constants with the help of mathematical operations like plus, minus. So when I write 2 plus 3, this is an arithmetic expression. Followed? Now there is another way of expressing in mathematical language. What is that? You need numbers, that is the constants. Along with numbers, what do we use? We use English alphabets. Yes children, alphabets. Now value of these alphabets are not fixed. That is why these alphabets are called variables or literals. So when you express mathematically with the help of numbers and variables, and you join these with the help of one or more mathematical operations, then these expressions are called what? They are called algebraic expressions. So this is a fusion topic. Fusion of what? Fusion of both numbers as well as alphabets. So what do you mean by an algebraic expression? It is a collection. Collection of what? Collection of constants and literals. And how do we connect them? We connect them by mathematical operations. So students, let us begin with chapter 10, that is algebraic expression and identities. Now today is the introductory class. So first let me explain certain fundamental concepts of the chapter. To begin with, what do you mean by terms? Now, if an expression is separated from another expression with the help of a plus sign or a minus sign, be very careful children. So if expressions are separated by plus or minus, then these groups form different terms. Okay? Depending on their number of terms, we call them in different manner. Like, if there is only one term, monomial, 2 terms, binomial, 3 trinomial, 4 and more than 4 multinomial. And we also classify terms on the basis of types of literals. If you have same type of literals like 7x, 3x, 2x, they are called like terms. And if you have different type of variables, they are called unlike terms. Followed? Now students, You have already done this in class 7. But here in class 8, we are going to do this chapter in a much more elaborate manner. So students, types of terms we did. Monomial, binomial, trinomial, multinomial. Then what do you mean by a polynomial? Any expression, a binomial or a monomial, can be a polynomial. Now, which expression can be called as a polynomial? If the expression is having only positive powers. Powers of what? Powers of literals. So, if in an expression like 7x squared, the literal is having a positive power, then it is called a polynomial. And another very important question related to polynomial is degree of polynomial. How do we find degree of polynomial? Listen carefully. Polynomial exists in two forms. Polynomial in one variable, like 7x to the power 4 plus 7x square. So variable is x. What is the degree of the polynomial? The highest power. So it was 7x to the power 4 plus x square. Then the degree of the polynomial is 4. But if the polynomial is in variables, then what will we do? How to find the degree in this case? In this case, you will divide the terms. And for every term, you will find the sum of the powers. I repeat, for every term, you will find the sum of the powers. And then, what is the degree of the polynomial? The highest sum. As we solve questions on this, you will understand it in a better way. So, what we did? We did terms, types of terms, and polynomial. Based on these concepts, let us start with the exercise. Come to exercise students 10.1. The first question. What is the first question here? If you see your book, the first question is, you have to identify monomials, binomials and trinomials. I have told you students, if the terms are separated by a plus or a minus sign, then they form different terms. Like here, if I expand and write this equal to 5a square by 2 minus 3b square by 2 plus c by 2. So how many terms? 1, 2 and 3. So total 3 terms. So what? This is called, the moment you have 3 terms, it is called trinomial. Now come to question number 6. 5p divided by 3q. Be very careful students. When there is a divide or a multiply sign, that doesn't divide these into different terms. It's only plus or minus. So you can see a minus sign in between. So this whole is one term, this whole is another term. So how many terms? 2 terms. What is it called? Binomial. Followed? Come to the next question. Question number 2. In question 2, you have to tell whether it is a polynomial, and you also have to find out the degree of polynomial. See the first one. See the literal. What power is it having? 4. This literal power 2. This literal, nothing is there, that means power is 1. So is it a polynomial? Yes, definitely, because all powers are positive. So it is a polynomial. So come to the degree of the polynomial. This is 4, this is 2, this is 1. So the highest degree, what is it? 4. Come to question number 3. Here you see in variables. This is one term, this is another term, here is one term, this is without a literal. So what I have told you, the moment you see all positive powers, this is a polynomial. Come to the degree. Take the terms separately, add up the powers. So for the first term, 3 plus 2, the second one, 1 plus 4, third one, 1 plus 1. So this is 5, this is 5, this is 2. So what is the degree? The highest sum. So degree is 5. Okay. Now here I explain you that particular expression which is not a polynomial. The same if I write, children, 4a3 divided by b square. Now students, you have done exponents. The moment 4a3, that is power 3, divided by b square is equal to what? 4a to the power 3 and b to the power minus 2. Isn't it? The moment you have a literal there in the denominator, so as it becomes the numerator, the power changes to negative. So it is not a polynomial. So this was all about the different things which we did today. That is, once more I repeat, terms, number of terms. After that we did polynomial, degree of polynomial. Now students, addition and subtraction of algebraic expressions you have already done in class 7. Just let us revise it, recall it. How can we add and subtract algebraic expressions? We can do it by two methods. What are they? If you arrange it in a horizontal way, that is the horizontal method. If you arrange them in vertical way, that is the column method. Now, before adding or subtracting algebraic expression, what is the first thing to do? Like terms and unlike terms. That means you have to arrange. The moment you see add, arrange. The moment you see subtraction, arrange. Arrange the like terms together and then solve. Okay? I always tell my students that column method is a much better method than horizontal. If you are solving by horizontal method, no problem. But students prefer to do or to solve through column method, particularly when it is subtraction. So let us do one addition and one subtraction. See here, question number 3, 2. I have already arranged the question. As I have told you, chalk out the like terms. P square q square, p square q square. So let me write 5p square q square minus 2p square q square plus 4pq here plus 9pq. Now the numbers plus 7 plus 3. Now you solve. Remember 5 minus 2. So what is the numerical coefficient? 3. P square q square plus 4 plus 9. What is the answer? 13 p cube. Solve the number and note down the literal. Plus 7 plus 3, 10. So this is your answer. The next we come to subtraction. The moment you see subtraction, children, be very careful. you see this expression from this. So if you are writing in horizontal method, first you write this. Okay? So I arrange in column method. 14a minus 5ab plus 7b minus 5. I have to subtract 8a plus 3ab minus 2b plus 7. What is very important here? Change the sign. Minus, minus, plus, minus. So 5 minus 5 minus 7. Answer 12. Here you come. Plus 7 plus 2. So plus 9b. Minus 5 minus 3. Minus 8 ab. 14 minus 8. 6a. Positive. 14 is positive. The greater number. So here is also plus. So students, what we did today? We did terms. We did polynomial. We did addition and subtraction. I am going to give you assignment. Assignment will be based on exercise 10.1. In the next video or in the upcoming video, I shall discuss with you multiplication and division. So, see you. Till then, take care. Thank you, children. Goodbye.